Now, if you've been subscribed to this channel for any period of time or watching these videos, you know that I am no stranger to modifying VR headsets. I personally think that it just comes with the territory. Some people may want a headset out of the box just to work, and for some, it might. But for me, it doesn't. My face shape, whether it be the weight of it or especially in a motion rig when you're bouncing around everywhere, I think modifying VR headsets is a given. And just recently, one of my longest members on the channel, a big shout out to Nemesis Wolf, thank you, mate. And he reached out and said, Pete, I've just got the new Pimax Crystal Super. This thing is absolutely incredible. But what are some of the mods that you are running for that headset? And predominantly the ones that help stop the light bleed from the sides, especially when it comes to motion and moving around in the rig. Now, Nemesis Wolf does have a motion rig, and he's going to be getting that out of storage and getting it working again. So having these sorts of mods in place is really, really important. So I told him, Studio Form, they are the go-to when it comes to modifying your headsets, and not just for the Pimax headsets either. The Studio Form comfort kits, even the Halo style straps that go over the top and all of those other bits, a lot of them are universal, even though they're not necessarily designed to be. You can actually use those on other headsets. I've got bits of the Studio Form comfort kit from the older version running on the Play for Dreams MR headset, and I've actually got that here, and this is really, really modified, but I'm using the top strap from the Studio Form for the top of that, and it works really, really good to try and get this headset to be balanced and comfortable. So these kits are universal in that regard. So I jumped onto the Studio Form website so I could get a link to the specific kit that Nemesis Wolf would need for his new Pimax Crystal Super. And to my surprise, they have actually updated and now released a number of different variants, because up until recently, there wasn't a specific kit for the Pimax Crystal Super. You could really just use the Pimax Crystal Lite, or the Pimax Crystal OG, I think had one specifically for it, but they have now released full versions for all of the headsets. So do yourselves a favor, get onto Studio Form's website, have a look. These kits are so damn cheap. Honestly, for the price that we spend on these VR headsets, for about $100, you can get the full bells and whistles kit, which I've got in this box here. And I am gobsmacked at the amount of kit that you get in that box for that amount of money. Now, that team is also based in NZ. They sent it to me almost instantly, and they were nice enough to give it to me for free. Now, yes, I got it for free, but I have been purchasing with my own hard-earned money the Studio Form's comfort kits since day one, and gosh, all the way back to the, oh gosh, what was that headset? The Samsung Odyssey Plus. I had the Studio Comfort Kit for that. I couldn't believe it. They sent me the kit, and we are going to road test this today. We're going to go through the box, check out all the bits and pieces, see what you get, and then we're going to modify the Pimax Crystal Super with those bits and pieces. And I am still running 3D printed face wedges. I've done some videos on this in the past, and I'm really curious to see, can we get a better fit with the Studio Form comfort kits, because that includes the various sections of Velcro wedging that you need so you can layer and build that out. These 3D printed wedges here really only come in one size, and I did have to heat those with the wife's hairdryer or put them in hot water and mold them to the headset. Plus I needed to stick Velcro on it. So there is a fair bit more jank there that you got to work out. So let's unbox the Studio Form comfort kit on the bench, go through everything, have a look at what's in there, and see what kind of a difference this is going to make over the original generations. Now, if you're also looking for additional things to make your simulation experience even better, the sponsor for this video is Say Intentions AI, ATC. What is it? It's artificial intelligence air traffic control for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 2024, and the X-Plane series. And just recently, we've had traffic injection. So the traffic injection was predominantly for the large commercial airliners, but they've now released GA traffic injection to the game. Yes, it's early days. There is a bit of jank that you've got to work through, but it is an incredible experience. I've got a link in the description. You can click on that, go to their website. They've even got a full 24-hour trial of all the bells and whistles, so you can actually see whether or not that is the right thing for you. They've got a few different subscription tiers. One of them is free. You can subscribe to Say Intentions AI and you get get some of the exposure to the AI within the game, but you're not paying anything for it. Or there's Entourage. That's a one-time payment. You own it outright. There's no monthly subscription. And that gives you some of the bells and whistles over the free version to give you that additional immersion. That is really worth looking at if you are considering something, but you're worried about that monthly commitment. But for those of you that want absolutely everything, the premium subscription gives you the full bells and whistles, and you can have AI in that game for air traffic control working at its best. So let's get into this video. We're going to open up and look at all of the bits and pieces that came with the kit, assemble it on the headset, and then we might as well jump in the rig and go for a bit of a fly. Let's go. All right, we have got so much stuff in this box, it's not funny, but I reckon we start with the little flyer that it comes with, and this is pretty cool. It shows you the layout and some instructional videos that you can watch with QR codes, so really handy. I'm not going to do a deep dive on how to put all this together. I think most people are going to be able to figure this stuff out, but if you need it, you've got these videos that you can watch. Right, first bits and pieces. More instructions here. What's this? Pimax Crystal Spacer Kit instructions. Look pretty straightforward. You do need to do a little bit of cutting here and a little bit of measuring. I've done this before with the Style Comfort kit, so I'm a bit of a veteran here, but you can definitely tune this and pack the wedging out so you can get it to fit just how you want it. Now, here we go. We'll get into the meat, and that is really the wedges. This is going to increase comfort of the headset incredibly, and you do get quite a number of them in the kit. And that's really important because I guess you can make some mistakes, and you've certainly got enough to be able to keep cutting and chopping, and certainly get it to fit exactly how you want it to. I think that's everything in regards to that. Yes, it is. Okay, so how many we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 of those. You have got ample Velcro here to be able to modify your headset and get it nice and comfortable. I think from memory, I've only used 2. 2 has been enough for me in the past. So yeah, ample amounts of Velcro there. Okay, what have we got next? This is, oh man, that just feels so nice. Pimax Crystal V3 Apache strap. Oh man, this is the top strap. So, wow, this is another level. Yeah, this is another level. What do we got here? Velcro kit. Okay, let's get into there, see what this is. I wonder where that's going. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Typical me, I never read the instructions. I love to just dive in and, have a play and figure it out. But look at this, we've got QR codes everywhere. I might need to scan that so I know what I'm doing. That is really cool. We'll park that over there. Quality, man, really, really quality. Ah, that is nice. I mean, I really like the original one, but yeah, definitely breathability there. That is really, really, really well made. So we're just going to park that up there for a sec. And this looks like one of the face foams. Now, a couple of different face foams. You get thick ones, thin ones, and you can really choose what you want. This one here feels like the fake leather one. Yeah, it is. So that's the fake leather. Some people really like that. And I think if you're swapping your friends in and out of the headsets a fair bit, this also does make sense. But I personally don't like this style. I feel like I sweat a bit too much in it, even though there's these perforations. I really like the Cool Touch material, which I'll show you in a minute. So we'll just put that up there. And what's this one? Oh, this is it. This is the Cool Touch material. This, hands down, is my absolute favorite of the foam comfort kit that you can get. Yep, that material there. For anyone that had the HP Reverb G2, that is that kind of material. And man, I reckon they nailed that when it came to face gaskets. That just feels so nice. You can still wash that. I wash mine on the odd occasion, and very easily a little bit of soapy water, and you can just give that a squeeze and squeeze all the soap and then just let it dry. So these are still washable, but really, really nice. And the edging around here, it's heat. It's like it's heat sealed. And molded together. So yeah, there's no problems about that coming apart. All right, let's get that one up and over there. And what else have we got? Oh, that's got a bit of weight to it. Wow. Oh, this must be the, okay, this might be the weight kit. Wow, I didn't realize it came with this. What have I here? Pimax, oh my gosh, you get a balance kit with it, man. This is getting epic. Wow, they have really stepped it up. This kit, I can get it out. Oh man, I can't believe it. I don't think you ever used to get, I mean, you could buy these balance kits, but I don't think you got them as part of the original comfort kits. And this is all nice and soft material, so there's no risk of damaging the headset at all here. Ah, look at that. And they're shaped. I don't know if that's going to come through on the camera, but that's actually a shaped piece of, it's definitely not lead. No, I can't really bend it. It's steel, but yeah, it's definitely a thick piece of steel because it's got some weight to it. So we've got two of those there, and they are able to go on either side of the back section of the head strap, and we're going to test all of this out. So we'll actually just park that up over there, and again, we've got some instructions here for how all this stuff is going together. So you can see here where they're sort of suggesting that you can position that stuff. Amazing. Okay. Now this really spun me out, man. They've actually got a molded piece of plastic back section so it'll cup your head better, because for some people, and look, I'm not going to lie, for some people the back foam rests for the headset can be a little bit uncomfortable. And the piece I'm talking about is just here. So this section in here, don't know how well the camera's going to focus that, but that there for some people would rest quite uncomfortably on their head. And this is definitely going to mitigate that. It is cupping the head so much better. And oh, look at that. Okay, so it's actually been, yeah, that's been 3D printed. I do a fair bit of 3D printing. And I feel qualified to say that that is a quality piece of 3D print. I really, really like it. So cool. All right, what's next? That looks like a foam pad for the back of it. And again, you've got both types. This one is the nice, cool, soft touch material. And that's my favorite personally. And that is pretty much, yeah, you would think it goes that way. It's pretty much just going to go straight into there like that. Oh man, look at that. That is going to cup your head so much better. Wow, I really think this is going to improve the headset over the version 1 Studio Form comfort kit that I've currently got. So we'll put that up there. This is the other foam pad, similar to that, but it's that pleather design. Some people like this. And again, if you're using a headset and swapping it with a lot of different people, you might opt for this because it's very easy to wipe that over and clean it. Whereas, you know, a few play sessions with this soft touch material is going to get a bit sweaty and, you know, I guess yuck to be swapping it between friends, depending on how friendly you are. Okay, we'll put that up there. This is the, okay, so this is the top strap that I'm going to use. This is the Apache top strap, and this is the soft touch. And look at this. We've literally got double of everything, but double is different material types so that you can choose what you want. And as I say, there is so much here for the money. So that's the soft touch material one. We'll put that up there. Again, we've got another little tiny Velcro kit. Scan the QR code if you need to figure out how to install all of this. Let's get the headset assembled and put it through its paces. Okay, and we are back together. It didn't take that long. I reckon all up about 15 minutes for me to get everything installed and working. Now, granted, I have had these style kits before, so I kind of knew the run of what to do, but I reckon watching a few of those videos, you will be up and running in no time. So let's have a look at what we've got. I have got the Apache top strap on. And you can see that piece there, that Velcro kit piece is what sits on top just to hold it in position. You don't necessarily have to use that because the Pimax Crystal Light, Pimax Crystal Super with this type of earphone, that helps stop the strap from being able to slide forward and back, but you can use that to fix it in that position there. Then this is the original piece that cups the back of your head. That tiny little piece of material there, and some people complain that it's a bit uncomfortable. It can just rest on your nog at the back of your head there. So you just pull the bit of material off. You leave the plastic piece there because it's actually screwed in. And that 3D printed piece I showed you is absolutely beautiful. It actually clips in and around the original mount for that piece of foam. And my God, look at the difference. Look at the difference. That is crazy how much that is cupping your head. And it is so comfortable. Man, it's just, it really is incredible. If you've used a Quest 3 with the Bobo VR the comfort strap or comfort kit, you know what I'm talking about. This is amazing. And that soft touch material, I absolutely love it. And you can see there they've made accommodation for the strap so that all slots in. And it is just, it's almost like that is what should have come with the Pimax Crystal. So Pimax, if you're watching, this is really what you should be doing with your next set of headsets, because that is epic. Okay, so moving on, the weights. Look, I personally don't feel the need for these, but I think it's nice that they're there if you want them. I'm okay with the head system. I'm okay with the VR headset strapping down and being locked on. I don't have any need to really distribute weight more, but I like that they are there so you can use those. Plus, these can also be used on other headsets because the Play for Dream can get a little bit unbalanced with the battery pack that I'm using on the back now. So I wonder if they might help balance it out. Although I am making the headset much heavier, which kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, so onto the face gasket. And I've got the nice soft touch face foam there. And you can actually see, I'm using the Velcro wedges there now, if that'll come through on the camera. There we go. And really easy to cut those and get them in position. And you can see them layered there. So there we go. Very, very comfortable setup now. And we'll plonk that back into the headset there. And I think we're going to put this in position, jump into the sim rig and go for a fly. Let's go. Oh man, it is looking good. We are flying around the Grand Canyon. It's about 7:30 in the morning. My favorite time of the day to fly, around sort of that 7 to 8 a.m. window. The lighting on this just looks absolutely incredible, and comfort of the Studio Forms kit is next level. I cannot explain how comfortable this is. It is cupping the back of my head so well. The top strap is really comfy. I always liked the original top strap, that this would be equal to that. I'm not saying it's better, but equal to it. And I guess it's better in regards to not moving around though, but I never really found the top strap to move around a lot on this particular headset. But certainly the way it's cupping the back of my head, if I shake my head around, I'm really not getting any movement. A little bit of wiggle there, but that's pretty extreme. And the packing of the wedges working beautifully. I'm impressed. I am impressed. I reckon we go for a left roll down into the canyon, so let's go. Oh man, absolutely stellar. Wow. Yep, definitely worth the money if you are even remotely considering getting a VR headset, any VR headset for that matter. Look at the Studio Forms comfort kits, but definitely for the Pimax series of headsets. Look, I guess their new Dream Air that's coming out may be different. That's a smaller, lighter headset, but these Pimax Crystal Supers, Pimax Crystal Lite, they are all a pretty chunky headset. And definitely if you've got a motion sim or you're moving around a lot, and that's really going to impact the way the headset works, these comfort kits make a massive difference. Massive difference. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it through the Grand Canyon. It is beautiful. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it's helped you see the value in the Studio Form comfort kit. I cannot stress enough how amazing that kit is. If you are buying a VR headset and you're unsure, trust me, just buy this. There are elements to this which you will use. If nothing else, if the face gasket fits you perfectly and you're happy with everything else, the actual top strap is so comfortable and is universal across so many headsets. I cannot stress it enough. It is absolutely worth every cent. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.